Hey, everybody! Episode 7!
Woo!
Yeah, episode 7 of the 8-Bit Canucks with me, Rob, and Axel, and no Zach.
Two Robs.
Yeah, me and Rob. Ooh.
Wait, so who are you then?
I'm also Rob. Rob.
Wait, you're the Rob with the AW.
Shut up. Why do people always make fun of that?
You said there was two of you.
This is true. So there's OB and AUB. AWB.
AUB? What?
Now there's a third. I have some multi-personality issues.
Or clones.
There's Rob, and Rob.
Raub? He's like the Spanish version of you.
No, that's Raub. I lost it.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my god. Yeah, so this week we're without Zach. We forgot to unglue him from the chair, and he's still stuck in the basement, and we think Fishhead Boy ate him.
Okay, here's the thing. He is in my basement, but he is glued in another room.
Yeah, well, he's in, the back room, and it's a little too far to go get him. Also, there's been some strange sounds coming out of that room.
I just leave it.
Yeah, just leave Fish Boy to his own devices. Fish Boy. Okay, now he's Fish Boy. Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
So, yeah, it's just the two of us. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's not much for news this week, so it's going to be mostly us chatting about what we've played, plus, I don't know, what little opinions we can actually muster from the minimal interesting information that's been coming out.
Yeah, it's been a very slow news week.
Well, slow year. I mean, there's a couple of big releases, but
yeah.
Sure, I can quickly mention that Evolve's out and people are still mad about it, but everyone already knows that.
Yeah, that's old news.
It's funny. Old news is still new. That's
the newest old news of old news.
The newest old news of like a day and a half ago.
Yeah, a day and a half ago. That's so 2008.
Man, that is old.
Yeah, I know. That's 7 years old now. Oh, wow. I feel so old.
You feel so old at very, very early 20s.
We need Zach here so I don't feel so old anymore.
I'm the old one now.
Yeah, now you are, Grandpa.
Yeah, me and my 24 years.
Yeah, go get your, cane and your sugar-free gum.
The sugar-free gum is gross.
It is. Why do you people like it?
I take offense to being called those people.
What do you mean by those people? I mean, those people. Okay.
But yeah, quickly on that note, with Evolve, I have not played the game past the original beta. Not the beta that just came out and was finished before the game released on the Xbox One, but the original beta that I think everyone had access to around the same time. Most of the problem seems to be coming from a lot of people overreacting, or, I don't know, in some cases properly reacting to this very confusing payment method for a lot of these versions of the game. Have you seen how many different variations of the game there are?
Yeah, there's 120 or something like that.
That's about how much money it would cost for you to get everything on one platform.
Jesus.
The game itself is, what, $60 or $70?
Yeah.
It'll be a regular priced new-gen game. But there's the regular version, the digital version, the pre-order version, the digital deluxe version, and the PC Monster Race version.
Holy shit.
And each one, I think the only things that cost the same is the physical, the regular digital, and the pre-order. So those cost the same, but each gets you different stuff. So the base game gives you the base game, which is, I think, 12 hunters, 3 monsters. The pre-order, I believe, gives you access to a 4th monster. The digital download, if it's a pre-order, gives you that 4th monster, but if it's not a pre-order, it's just the regular game. And then I forgot the rest because there's a lot of crazy differences between each version. But it's not just the versions. It's also differences in the season passes. There is more than one season pass.
Oh my god, are you serious?
There's a $25 season pass for new hunters, as well as monster skins. But there is another currently unreleased season pass for monsters, or one or two monsters at least, and hunter skins, I believe. I think it's like vice versa kind of thing.
Jeez.
And each one is $25.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man, that game is such a cash grab at this point.
Yeah.
You know, if you buy just the normal game, what do you get with it? Like,
so that's the 12 hunters, 3 monsters, and however many maps. They decided, that's Turtle Rock Studios, the guys that did Left 4 Dead. They decided they weren't going to release any new maps because just having maps would divide their community. It would mean that nobody could play on those maps if they don't have them. So instead they made it so that you could have different monsters to fight against, or play as, or hunters to fight with, or use. And that kind of works, like I kind of see what they're doing, but when everything costs that much more, like when you look at it just by sheer number of what you can use as a character,
yeah,
the base game is, say, $60. I guess probably 60 in America, it's probably 70 for Canada.
of course.
But it's going to be the 12 hunters, 3 monsters for that price, and then 3 hunters and 1 or 2 extra monsters tops for 2 different season passes for so $50, and you're getting less than half of like that original content for almost the same price. So
that's outrageous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so like that level of new content, it's good that they're supporting it. And I doubt it was Turtle Rock's decision, like wholly their decision, to release that much paid DLC. But it is their first thing away from Valve. And
That's
I think
true.
Valve kind of ran the project for Left 4 Dead. So I don't know how much money Microsoft really gave them. And maybe a lot of it was Microsoft's choice. Either way, I don't think many people are going to be very happy with it, since it may just end up being another one of those play for a month or two and forget about it games.
That's definitely what it's looking like. They were aiming for longevity, but they're not going to get it.
Well, and it's not even because the game's inherently bad, it's just it's not exciting for long enough. Like, once a monster player learns a specific map and they know the ins and outs of where to go, even if you're fighting a good team, you'll probably know how to win pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be you're going to have to fight a really good team to be able to have any competition.
Is there any randomization amongst the monsters, or is it just you select this monster, this is who you are for the entire game?
So you can choose which hunters you use, assuming you've unlocked them, and which monsters you've used. I don't know if they're all available at start. I mean, I only played the beta, so I don't know for sure. But of those 3, you can choose whichever one you want at the start of any given level. I think there are, like, mini multiplayer campaign kind of things, where you play specific levels in a specific order. And maybe there you have to stick with the same monster? I'm not sure. But if you're just doing, like, regular quick match multiplayer, you can choose whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah. Or, well, I mean, so long as you've unlocked it and have the skills to know what to do with it.
Wow, that's... it just doesn't sound like that fun of a game. It sounded like it was a good concept, but they just ended up completely botching it.
Well, I mean, it's a good concept because it's been done before.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's 4 players on one team, 1 on another, and that's basically Left 4 Dead, but one person is actually controlling the director.
I prefer the director on his own.
Yeah, it's going to still be a fun game, but I still have Titanfall. I still play Titanfall, and it's been a year. People complain about that not lasting long enough. I'm still playing that.
Oh, man. They're gonna...
So, I mean, maybe those people who really like Evolve will still play it. I'm sure it'll still have, like, its little group of people that'll always go back to it. I'm sure that'll happen.
Yeah, that happens with every game, though, that has any sort of online capabilities.
Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, I'll wait and see if I really feel like getting it. But I've got enough to work on as it is.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of which, what have you been playing lately? And I
Uh,
think I have an idea. It's the same thing I've been playing.
Probably. I will get to that in a minute. I did play, more IDARB. It's just fun little, quick matches here and there.
Yeah.
I picked up the physical copy of Gat Out of Hell, the newest Saints Row expansion. It was $20. I wasn't able to find it anywhere but Walmart.
Seriously?
So, yeah, for some reason, EB Games wasn't selling it.
So this is the first time anyone's ever said they found something at Walmart.
Well, I've found a couple of things at Walmart over the years. Not usually that I pick up, but it's usually stuff that I don't expect to find ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, with Gat Out of Hell, you would have assumed more places would have it, but I haven't seen it anywhere but here at Walmart. I also picked up The Last Story on the Wii, which is one of those extremely hard to find because it had barely any copies made Operation Rainfall titles.
Yeah.
And that was my collector's version, and that was only like $40. I also picked up Metal Gear Solid 4's collector's version, like, whenever that came out.
Oh, nice.
And back when I first got my N64, when my dad bought it for me, he picked up 2 games, one of which was Rampage World Tour. I don't know how he got it.
Magic?
And the pre-order version with the gold cartridge for Majora's Mask.
Nice.
I don't know how he got that, because I don't think he knows what a pre-order is.
I don't think he knows what anything is.
I don't know. I don't talk to him. At least not often.
Either way, it's, Walmart's just one of those where you can find some rare stuff, but you wouldn't expect something as popular as Saints Row to go into a Walmart bargain bin.
No, it was on their regular shelving.
Yeah, the Walmart bargain bin.
I started playing that. It's as insane as you probably expect it to be, with a story like the President of the United States, who now lives in space, gets kidnapped by Satan to marry his daughter.
Yeah, that does sound a little outrageous.
It's Saints Row, though. You know what to expect from it by this point.
Yeah, if it wasn't outrageous, I'd actually be a little bummed out.
So, my only complaint about the game is that it's... yes, I know it's an expansion, and it's supposed to be shorter. It's way shorter.
Oh, is it like DLC short?
It's actually... Okay, so it's longer than their DLC packs, but it feels... At this point in time, all I have left to do are the challenges.
Oh, okay.
And if you remember from playing Saints Row 3 for any length of time, that's all you had left to do by the time you finished the rest of the game 100%.
Yeah.
But that took you an extra 20 hours of just grinding garbage.
Oh, yeah.
The random kills and whatever it was you had to do.
What about that having to fly for X amount of kilometers one?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so they fixed that with Gat Out of Hell because that's the main mechanic. The flight is awesome. It feels so good, and the sense of speed, in most cases, is really, really cool. But it's so short that I'm now left with pretty much every single challenge to finish.
Oh.
At 97% of the game in 7 hours and 23 minutes.
Oh, that's very depressing.
It's still really funny, but you have to really like the characters of Gat and Kinsey. You have to really have played the games from the beginning. You have to have knowledge of every single title to know who half of their references are.
Oh.
You remember Dane Vogel?
No. And we played all those games together.
Yeah, so he was one of those very first guys that you beat in one of the first 2 games. I think he's the guy you toss out the window in the big Ultor building.
Yeah.
He's one of your main friend characters.
Seriously?
Yeah, they've got Dane Vogel, they've got the twin sisters back. They mentioned Killbane again.
Damn. I do remember Killbane.
But he was also in 3, right?
Yeah.
But this also, then it begs the question, do they even have a continuity anymore? Because at this point, who knows?
Well, in a game where you can do whatever you want for story, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So I will give them praise for the sound design. Some of the audio is very, very good. And the musical number is hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
There was a Disney-esque musical scene for about 4 or 5 minutes.
No way.
Composed by Austin Wintory, who is the guy that did the Banner Saga. and Journey and all of these other amazing audio titles. Yeah, a lot of the characters, a lot of the audio, a lot of the jokes, I mean, at least to me, are very good. It ends on a very strange note, though. Like, you remember in Saints Row 3, and without spoiling for those who haven't played it, you remember there were multiple endings.
Yes.
This has that as well, but not in the same way that Saints Row 3 presented it.
Oh, how do they present it?
So with 3, it was you have to take a very specific direction in that final mission, and the final mission was very, very different depending on what you chose.
Yeah.
With Get Out of Hell, you have one mission, you finish it, and you choose which ending you want.
Really?
You just straight up choose it.
That's really weird.
It's very weird, but every single ending is totally fitting. It doesn't matter which one you pick. It's all extremely possible.
Huh.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'll lend it to you, or maybe when you're around next, I'll show you what exactly it's doing. There's a lot of really cool moments though, and I think anyone who's played the series from the beginning, or even from 2, will appreciate a lot of what it does.
Oh yeah.
There's some interesting throwbacks to Shogo Akuji, if you remember him from Saints Row 2.
Oh yes.
Fuck, I hated him. I still hate him.
He was such a dick.
A lot of Saints Row 2's villains were really good.
They were memorable at least.
Yeah, there's some really good jokes and references in there. I mean, you'll probably appreciate it more than someone who just started in 3.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we remember a lot of useless garbage about games, so maybe that's just us.
It probably is just us. At least at this point.
Yeah. But past that, like you said, probably been playing the same thing as you, is Majora's Mask on the 3DS. So, how far in are you so far?
I haven't even beaten the swamps yet.
Okay, so we're at about the same point.
Yeah, you're not that far into it.
Because I was playing Get Out of Hell. I mean, I was trying to catch up on some of the older stuff and some of the stuff I knew would be shorter.
Okay.
And I know that Get Out of Hell is a short game compared to Majora's Mask, which, as much as I love, I don't remember a lot of the details of the world.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble remembering where everything is.
Well, that's partially because they moved some stuff. So, like, if you remember in West Clocktown, that's where they had the money guy, the guy that takes your money for the bank.
Yeah, now he's below the clock.
Yeah, he's in South Clocktown, right behind the clock tower. There's, like, little changes to when you get certain upgrades. I think all the mask and side quest stuff is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But there's very small changes like that. So the world feels very much the same, but with very slight variations.
Okay, well, it's just because it was such a... there's something about time where it immediately throws me off everything. As soon as I'm
true.
Timed, I could be the best in the world at whatever. As soon as that gets timed, I'm done. Like, that's it. It's not happening.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, that's why they have that inverse Song of Time to help you out with slowing things down a little bit.
Yeah, which it does help a little. I just can't remember everything.
Well, there's a lot to remember, though. It's very intricate of a game.
There's so much.
You know what's funny, though, is I still remembered a lot of the bigger parts of Clocktown, like the major quest lines.
Yeah.
Primarily the one with Anju and Cafe. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I still don't know.
It beats me.
15 years, I still don't know how to pronounce a character's name. God damn it.
Well, maybe if they didn't give him such a stupid name.
I think it's just they kept a very literal Japanese translation of the name and didn't think about how it would work with a Western vocalization.
Oh, fair enough.
That's probably what it was. But I still remember a lot of that quest line. Like, I've already finished half of it. I'm just not far enough in the game to complete it.
Yeah.
So I've already gotten, I think, 5 masks already. And I've only played, bits and pieces of Clocktown and just outside of it.
Oh, really? I only have 3, and I haven't even ventured outside yet.
Which ones do you have?
I have obviously the Deku one.
Yeah.
I have the Great Fairy Mask.
Okay.
And that one you get from the lady for saving her.
Oh, so you have the Blast Mask.
Yes, the Blast Mask.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as I started playing, I'm like, I wonder if Saquon is going to be there. And then he was there, and I'm like, I'm waiting here so I can hit you with my sword. If only that was how, tracking down criminals worked in real life. You just sent little green fairy boys with swords after your criminals.
Yeah, no kidding.
And one hit, and they just run away.
It'd be nice.
Wait, there's no police force in that game, right? It's just the guards.
Yep. Well, there's no police force except for the police.
They're not really police, though. I mean, you don't really see them trying to catch this guy. I mean, what happens if Saquon takes the old lady's stuff?
Yeah.
You would assume that she would inform the guards, right?
I do remember if you go into the mayor's office, remember he's trying to convince the guards to stay. And the head guard said that he only wanted to keep people from getting out of the town.
No, what it was is Mayor Detour was trying to decide whether or not to evacuate the citizens.
Oh, yes.
And I forget the head guard's name, but he was arguing with Muto, who is the leader of he's like their construction workers, I guess. Because he's the one that's always yelling in South Clocktown about it not being real and the moon not actually falling.
Yeah.
I just realized, though, there's a guard at every exit to Clocktown.
Yes.
So when that woman gets robbed by Saquon, there is a guard watching it happen.
What a shitty guard!
I just realized that.
Oh my god, that's... What?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, no police force, just guards that stop small Deku sprouts from leaving the city.
That stops people who don't have a fucking sword from getting out of the city.
Pretty much.
Even though the person with the sword is a child.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's weird, too. They call you sir once they see the sword.
Well, I know, right? It's almost like they're scared of you.
Yeah. But I also have the Bremen mask. That's the one where you do the little march and you use that on the chicks.
Oh.
Chicken cuckoos in Romani Ranch.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Do you remember how to get the Bremen mask?
No.
Go to the that little side area from South Clocktown.
Yeah.
Where Cafe's little hiding building is. That's at night when the I think his name is Guru. Is that his name? The guy with the wind up music box.
I think it's Guru.
Yeah. He's playing there at night. You have to just talk to him and he gives you the mask.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the more you know.
The more you know. G.I. Joe.
But yeah, I mean, we're not far enough in to, fully review it or anything, but it's Zelda, it's Majora's Mask, it's still awesome.
It's a game we've played before, And
it looks great.
It does, except for the fact that not everything has a new model now.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That's really, bugging me, actually.
Yeah, like Muto and the guards all look stupid.
Yeah.
They all look still blocky and weird.
Oh my god, they didn't fix the Great Fairy's fucking tits.
They're never going to.
No, she's now, pyramid is what I want to kind of call that shape.
I think they always were. It was just such a low resolution you couldn't tell.
Pyramid boobs?
Yep.
That sounds like an insult I would use on the playground. Hey, pyramid boobs.
No, that's it. That's an insult that James Sunderland would use against Pyramid Head.
Oh god, yeah, that's true. Hey,
wait,
pyramid boobs.
It was James Sunderland, right? From Silent Hill 2?
I believe so.
I don't remember anymore. I've never actually played them. I just know the character names.
Was it Kiefer Sutherland?
No, that's Solid Snake. Sorry, Big Boss.
Oh.
God, everything's really confusing.
Yeah.
That's another series I need to get back into.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I finished the first one, and I've seen both endings. But...
And then you finished Revengeance.
I actually haven't played Revengeance.
Oh. I hear it's good.
I mean, it looks awesome. Anything by Platinum.
Anything...
Because they're ex-Clover Studios, and Clover... Everyone should know who Clover is by this point, for Okami. Just for Okami.
Anything that had to create its own word for the game gets by in my book.
Anything with that level of strange originality.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, I think, I don't know, have you been playing anything else aside from Majora's Mask?
No, I've mostly just been playing Majora's Mask, and I have I have fallen for a mobile game, which I very rarely do.
Which one?
The FIFA 15 mobile game. So not
know
only
it.
is it mobile, but it's a sports game. So I've been playing that a lot. Just because it's free and it is like a full FIFA game.
Okay.
But it revolves around the ultimate team position, so you have to like you'll get a better team the more you pay. But the reality is that I really only know Liverpool players, and I'm not that much into FIFA to care about getting them. So
yeah, so you're just going to use what you have.
Yeah, I'm just playing soccer against some bots. I'm also not competitive about it because I'm really bad.
That's fair.
So that's.
I mean, well, it depends. Like, it always depends on the sports game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when you play something like FIFA or Madden, you have to be really knowledgeable about who the players are, what the stats are, and who you're playing with, so that you can properly tell what to do next. And then there's something like iDarb.
Oh, God.
Like, that can be competitive if you really want it to be, but it really can't be.
I don't know how it can be
Like-
competitive considering we're undefeated.
Well, I mean, that depends on who you play.
That's true. Well,
Like,
everyone always seems to suck.
See, when I play with my girlfriend, I'm sorry, hon, nothing against you, but you're not as good as Rob is.
Ha, I knew it. No one's as good as me.
But when we play together, I find that, and sometimes the teams that we're playing when I'm playing with her are just better.
Oh.
They're just better teams.
Okay.
So, like, they know more of the kind of strategies we've started to get hang of, and I think, I don't know, a lot of it depends on the time of day or something. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of it, too, is the lag. If there is lag in a match, oh man, everyone's terrible then. I can't stand playing lag on iDarb because it's never like spots of lag. It's just the whole game is lagging.
Yeah, and
So a 6-minute match will take 20.
iDarb is a completely different game, too, if you're playing at full speed.
Yeah, it's entirely different. You have to really get used to it.
Yeah, it's really weird that way.
It's fun, all the same. I still love it.
Either way, suck it. You know, I'm much better at iDarb. I'm obviously the better partner.
Well, I mean, you're the better sports partner.
Yeah, esports partner, thank you very much.
Yes, esports partner.
Actually, I'm pretty good at normal sports, too.
She's the better partner in pretty much every other aspect.
That's true. I assume she gives better snoo than me.
I wouldn't know.
Sorry to my girlfriend, too. I don't mean to be so homoerotic on this podcast.
Or do you?
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, so I guess that's all we've really played.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to play that's coming up? Like, is there anything interesting coming out?
No.
I mean, there's always something coming out, but...
Nothing recently that I can think of. I mean, I'm excited for Mario Party 10. I really want to get my hands on a copy of Monster Hunter 4.
Oh, yeah. Are they, like, sold out of those already?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just too broke to get it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Speaking of Nintendo, then, I guess we can start on our bits of news here. After the launch of the new 3DS last Friday, lots of people started complaining about the lack of stock for certain items, more so than they had been before. The 3DS launch, as good as it went for some, went terribly for others.
Oh.
I've seen some people complaining about stuff that just hasn't sent out from certain retailers, or stuff that showed up damaged, or any kind of just awful situation you don't want to find yourself in as a consumer.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to certain retailers. Some of them just don't have decent customer service. Some of them are just not as high up on the chart there.
Best Buy.
What? I didn't want to say anything.
Walmart. Oh my god, I've got something stuck in my throat.
It's retailitis.
Yeah, fair enough. Retailitis. Retailitis.
Either way.
It sounds really futuristic, actually. Sounds like
Maybe.
a disease only people near 2048 will get.
Isn't that an old, like, fighting game or something?
Retailitis?
No, 2048. That sounds familiar.
Oh, I assume that... No, that's the name of that crazy pop... oh my god, hold on. Everything's breaking. Okay.
Well, that's not my problem.
Okay. No, that's the name of that that puzzle game, that web one that was really popular for a while.
Oh, the spin-off / rip-off of 1024, which was a spin-off / rip-off of Threes?
Yes.
Okay.
Just so many
Maybe that's
spin-offs.
why. Yeah.
So many Flappy Bird clones.
Not as much anymore.
No, because people found out Flappy Bird isn't fun.
Well, it's just a joke now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even in iDarb.
It is, that's right.
At the halftime flap.
The halftime flap.
I love it. But yeah, a lot of issues arising. I mean, I assume it's not very widespread. It's just that vocal minority of people who have problems that are vocalizing it on the internet for all to see.
Yeah. And obviously, everything everyone says on the internet is right, so then the hive mentality kicks in.
Exactly.
Right.
That'll actually lead me into something in a minute. Before Nintendo, I mean, the system is great, honestly. I like the XL. I like the size. I like the feel of it. I like the size of the screen. I don't want to use my old ones anymore because they're too small.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of people don't want the XL because you can't change the faceplate or it's too awkward to carry in certain pockets.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I've got big enough pockets, and I like the size of it. It feels better in my hands. I'm not cramping up, like trying to scrunch my hands together to play on the 3DS. I don't know. I'm happy with it.
That's really weird.
I mean, have you had that issue before? Because you had a 3DS before this launch, and I know you haven't tried the XL yet, but like, have you ever felt that kind of issue with those handhelds?
Not particularly, because I grew up with every reiteration of the Game Boy, so okay. I think I might have evolved to the point where my hands are just okay with going to that small. But I do know that if my 3DS was any bigger, it would not fit into the pockets that I like it to be in.
Right.
And I would be very sad if I had to use different pockets, because then I would not get my sweet, sweet street passes.
There's so many more street passes now. Like, there's a lot of those puzzles, those panels that I just didn't know existed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's like 2,000 pieces now.
Oh, God, I'm still only at like 1,600. What?
Don't worry, I'm at like 1148, but yet I still try and do it every day.
I mean, like, that's what I can see to unlock. I'm only at maybe 700 that I've actually gotten.
Jesus. Okay, so
I don't go out with it very often, because most of the time I'm not going anywhere where it's going to be a substantial amount.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, coming up at the expo in April, that'll be good.
Yeah,
that's always good.
I'm volunteering this year, by the way.
Oh, is that how you're getting it?
Yeah, well, I'm not too pleased with the guest announcements.
Except for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Except for Brett Dalton and Ming-Na Wen, who are... Yes. Agent May and former Agent Ward.
I still haven't watched it.
You should. Agent Ward's awesome, otherwise known as Babyface McTrader? No. Oh, what was it again?
What?
No, Babyface McWildcard. There we go.
I still what?
He's one of the best characters on TV I've ever seen. He started out as the worst and slowly has become the best.
Why is he called Babyface Mc whatever you said?
Just because it's what happened after he shaved a beard.
Ah, I see.
And the progression of his character.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd highly suggest
a lot of the guest announcements are... Yeah, I will. I'll get to it. I still have some of the movies to watch, so I don't know. I'll catch up.
Yeah. The guests are very lackluster so far this year, so I didn't see worth my time to get a VIP.
Right.
So I'm just gonna get I'm just gonna do some volunteer, and then try and get a photo with Ming-Na and Brett Dalton.
Okay. I mean that works. Save money that way.
Yeah, exactly. Besides, I can't take too much time off work for it.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I ever go is to support the artist anyway. Like, I'll buy the pass and I'll go in every single day just to browse Artist Alley.
Yeah.
Like, that's my expo for me. I would love to have the money to pay to see some of those other people, like to get autographs or whatever, but I hate paying for autographs.
Yeah, I know. It's
like, that seems silly to me.
It's such a weird way to do things now, but that's the world we live in.
It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it right.
No.
It's kind of stupid. Like, a lot of the artists are getting autographs for nothing. Like, you might have to buy one of their things and then they'll autograph it. Or if you have something there, they'll autograph it in most cases.
Yeah.
But it's only the media guess, and I'm sure it's not by their choice all the time. I'm sure there's a lot of them that would just happily give you the autograph.
Yeah. I can only imagine. Could you, like, think about it. What if William Shatner went to a Comic-Con and did his autograph for free? You know, it would be chaos. There'd be thousands upon thousands of just angry nerds trying to fight their way to get a hold of William Shatner.
What you just described is still a con where William Shatner is giving out autographs.
He always gives out autographs.
Yeah, but not always for free.
Well, no, he hasn't done a free autograph since, like, the 90s.
Yeah, but that's my point. It's like that situation you just described is still what happens.
Yeah.
It's just without the free part of it.
Except at least now, if you pay, you get it.
That's true.
I mean, if it was for free, I can guarantee you there'd be a lot of sad kids and even sadder parents out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard, at least for our convention, just because the line is so insane in some buildings, some people still don't get their autographs.
Really?
Like, well, how many years did, what's his name? The guy that looked like you for, like, ever.
Oh,
Tom Felton?
Yes, Tom Felton.
Yeah, he didn't show up for the first 2 years, so whoever bought autograph rights, whatever you want to call it, to get his autograph.
Autograph rights. I actually like
autograph
that.
Rights. New term, autograph rights.
I have the right to an autograph.
Whoever purchased any of that stuff for him specifically always had to go and get the refund. Imagine what people didn't hear that news and missed out on the refund opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, not to mention this past year when he did show up and still had to leave early one day.
Yeah.
Yes, he did stay like an extra 3 or 4 hours. Like, good on him for trying his best to fulfill some of those autographs. But that's still an entire day where he wasn't able to be there.
Yeah, I remember I was in line, I was in a photo op line at the time when everyone found out that he was leaving early. And the only people in front of me were these two girls who were, like, talking about, oh, I'm going to get him to sign my left boob. Oh, okay, I'm going to get him to sign my right. And, you know, the volunteers had to tell them that he was canceling.
Oh,
and
God.
they threw the biggest hissy fit.
I can imagine.
Like, they went from and by the way, they're in their 30s. So they went from, like, 30-year-old fangirls to, like, 6-year-olds who just had their toy taken away in the matter of a second.
That's kind of weird.
I
mean, whenever I think of, like, a fangirl or a fanboy, I always think of someone, maybe not, like, super young, but someone young enough to appreciate somebody's work from an older individual.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know, maybe that's just the way it used to be, because it's really not that way anymore.
It is very different nowadays. The con sort of environment has changed drastically.
Yeah. I can't imagine how angry some people would be if Jessica Nigri had to cancel again.
Oh, yeah.
That would be, I mean, she finally did get to the convention last year, but the year before, I believe she had to cancel for personal reasons. I'm sure people were disappointed, but at least that's not paid autographs. So,
yeah,
she's very, very pleasant in person.
That's good. I'm sure she is.
You're sure she is, but
you know, like, I'm sure she is a very pleasant person. I am just not the biggest fan of her cosplays. And
I mean, that's fair.
You know, they're just not up to the same quality as I've noticed a lot of others are. So,
whose are you a fan of then? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I can't really say a name. I'm more or less just saying Joe Blow who goes to a convention. You know, there's a lot of incredible cosplayers out there.
Well, she also doesn't have the time to focus on just the one. Like, she's always working on, like, 5 or 6 or 7 at a time.
It's a shame that it's not her professional career. Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, it's a very weird place to be in as a cosplayer. Because you have... I mean, yeah, on the one side, you want your costumes to look as good as possible and as authentic as they can be. But on the other hand, you want it to be your own creation with your own twist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that on that hand, that's kind of where she excels, because she always makes it...
She always makes it very feminine and very sexy. You know, she...
in some cases, yeah. In most cases, I agree. There are a few that are not.
She is the Halloween frat girl of the cosplay world.
But then you have, like, her Princess Mononoke cosplay, which was awesome and perfect. Like, it was basically just the character from the anime, but as a real girl. Like, there was nothing about it that was particularly over-sexualized.
The way you said it is like Pinocchio or something. And now Princess Mononoke's a real girl.
Now she's a real girl. God.
There's no strings on me. Oh my god.
But no, like, that particular cosplay, I always point out to people that say that she just does the over-sexualized stuff. But at the same time, that's part of what she does. She's not just a cosplayer, she is a model.
Yeah, that's her market. That's who she's selling to.
Yeah, but I mean,
you know,
it's funny. It's
I'm
funny
not
that
gonna
the
fault
market...
her. It's just not going to be something I go out for. It's the same reason I don't pay attention to Kim Kardashian, is because I'm not into the I'm not into the modeling, you know, pseudo attractive girl market. And it's cool if some people are, but
sorry, you just called Kim Kardashian pseudo attractive. I don't even think she falls under that much.
Well, it all depends.
Like, personally speaking,
it all depends on who you ask, right? Like, if you ask me, she's not. But if you ask Kanye West, then she's more attractive than Beck.
No, that's Beyonce.
Wait, no, I thought Kanye West married Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, but he's always defending Beyonce.
That's right. He couldn't
This is the only time, by the way, we will ever discuss any kind of pop culture.
Yeah.
Like, this is all I know, is what happens at, like, one event at one time of the year.
All I know is because I like Beck, I was kind of sad that... Well, no, I was happy that he won. Screw that. Like, I only know because I like Beck.
Yeah.
He's really good.
I've never actually listened to any of his stuff.
I haven't listened to his new album, but he was really good in the 90s.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The Becktionary.
But yeah, I met her last year at the convention. I'll probably go back again this year for another autograph. But she was very, very pleasant and very personal. Like, she never just says, "Oh, hey, how are you? Here's the autograph. Thanks, bye."
You should get her to sign your girlfriend.
That would be weird.
That would be awesome.
That awesome or weird?
I'm sorry, Ashley, but I think that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Oh, boy, let's not do that. Let's just nod.
Fine.
But no, I appreciate that she actually takes the time to talk with people and answer questions and discuss whatever in the minute or two that they actually have before the line behind people gets kind of crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people that do have that free time that just don't care.
Fair enough.
That much I really appreciate. Even if some of the work isn't up to everybody's standards or isn't personally what someone might enjoy, she's probably one of the most enjoyable people to talk with.
You know what? I can give her that, and that's very admirable because, you know, I've seen my fair share of guests, and it's very rare to come to the one who actually wants to know what you have to say.
Yeah.
Like, I've had my fair share of photo, get out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's people like, who is a really good one? The guy who plays
Brooks.
Flash Gordon, Max Brooks, is amazing. Me and him have talked for a very long time.
Yeah, you talked to him for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, and he remembers me every year. It's fantastic. Yep. Max, if you're ever listening to this, you're incredible, and everyone should read all of your books. So, yeah, no, it really makes a difference when the guest can take the time to really enjoy the experience of meeting with you.
It's actually kind of cool, too. I didn't know she actually had such a following in Calgary specifically. She just did a photo shoot back in like December or January here, and she's got like friends that live here, and she stays here often. She went to that Glitter and Gold show and whatever one was before that in December. Like, I had no idea that she like came here as a regular. I didn't know that.
That is really weird.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to hear people actually come to Calgary for reasons other than oil.
Or audio recording.
Yeah, and audio recording.
I mean, that's still mostly a Vancouver and Toronto thing, but apparently a lot of it happens here, too.
We sometimes get movies, too. Like Argo.
Superman 2.
Superman 2, I can't believe that. As you can all hear, that's my cat alarm.
Your cat alarm?
Yeah, did you not hear the meow?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's my cat alarm. He doesn't like being in my room and wants out, but I don't want to let him out yet. And so at the sound of the cat alarm, we're going to go into a quick lightning round of news and some questions.
All right.
So what's in the news?
So, you remember that PS4 charity auction that was going on for the number 1 20th anniversary PS4?
Oh, yes.
So, that payment of $128,000 fell through.
No way.
The payment did not go through, but good guy Sony, they're going to donate the money anyway.
No way.
Yep, Sony's just like, whatever, here's the money. Have it, charity.
That's actually super fantastic. Good job, Sony.
You know what, though? That also means whoever had the number 1 still has it.
Oh.
So, yeah, so good on them.
Okay, good on Sony. Fuck that guy.
Hey, it's not like he meant to. It's not like he meant for the money not to go through.
How do you know? Maybe he did.
I doubt it. But even so, that means he just raised money for charity. $128,000 out of Sony's pocket.
Yeah, but I mean, I can say I'm going to donate $100,000 to cancer research, and then if someone else pays, it shouldn't be a good thing on me. It should be good on the people who pay.
He wasn't going to pay anyways. It was his item that other people were bidding on, and Sony would donate that money.
Okay.
Like, I think that's how that was working.
Yeah.
So I think what happened now is because that guy didn't pay, then that money still goes, but it's coming out of Sony's pocket.
Okay.
I think that's how it's working. I don't know all of the full details, but the big point of the story is that Sony is doing probably the best thing they've done in a while as far as a PR standpoint goes.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, with all of the downtime that PSN has, it's probably good to have some good news on their side.
Yeah, it's about damn time. All right, what else is in the news?
So Square Enix has this program. I don't exactly know what it is, but it's kind of like an independent game dev program for stuff they've picked up, or they just don't know what to do with the teams they have specifically.
Okay.
I don't remember what they've worked on before. I think it's only just starting now. But after they picked up some old video game licenses, they've decided to allow developers to, I guess, place bids on some of them.
Interesting.
3 franchises they've opened up so far. Fear Effect, Anachronox. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, but it sounds awesome.
And my favorite of the 3, Gex.
Yes!
Yeah, they've opened up Gex, so whoever wants to place an offer on them can basically buy up the franchise to use in remakes or new stuff or whatever.
No way. That's super cool.
I mean, any good platformer out there, any good platforming dev, get Gex. I want my Gex back. I mean, Gex 3 hasn't been... Like, that was the last one, and that was...
Like 2001?
That was at least 15 years ago.
Jesus. Yeah, so like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, somewhere around. Maybe even earlier, I forget.
Oh.
But, like, it's been a long time since we've had a Gex title. And, like, he's one of those mascots that you love, maybe not even the voice, but you love the sarcasm. You love the character.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of games lack now, is they lack that memorable, interesting person.
Oh,
or,
yes.
in this case, Gecko.
That memorable, interesting Gecko. But what about the Geico Gecko?
I hate him. I hate him now.
Oh, why do you hate the guy? Yeah, I actually haven't seen a commercial in a while, so what has he been doing?
Pretty much the same thing, but he has a different voice, and he's not as cool.
Oh, is he still not... Is he not Australian anymore?
I mean, he kind of is, but it's like an English dude trying to be Australian.
Oh, that's sad.
Not to mention the ads are just really bad. Like, they're not memorable anymore.
That is very, very sad.
Yeah. It's been like that for like 2 or 3 years, though.
Damn. Well, I haven't had cable in like 5 years.
True.
So, and I have ad blocker on my computer.
Oh, well, there you go.
Now, aside from select sites, if I really like someone's product, I turn ad blocker off on them.
Right.
All right.
But yeah, I would love to see some new Gex. That was my favorite platformer as a kid before I was introduced to Banjo-Kazooie.
Nice.
Let's see. What's going on with Steam? We have Paranautical Activity, which was originally taken down since the lead developer threatened Gabe's life. That was a special case in and of itself. The fallout from that was that this developer, Mike Malbeck, I believe his name is, he quit his company for like 2 or 3 weeks, came back to the company, only then to sell off the rights to Paranautical Activity to a company by the name of Gigerati Distribution, and they've brought Paranautical Activity back onto Steam as the Deluxe Atonement Edition.
Jeez.
It's got a couple of new things to it. It's very kind of insignificant, I suppose, because it's like a new boss, some new level types, and like a weapon or something.
Why would anyone pick up a game with that bad of press?
So, the only reason I have the title is because I picked it up in some offshoot bundle from like Bundle Stars or Indie Gala or something. I forget where I got it.
Ah, yes, a not-so-humble bundle.
Exactly. But it was like, I don't know, $3 fat and 7 or 8 or 9 other games, so, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
I picked it up before that whole situation with Mike losing his shit on Valve. On one hand, I kind of think he's moronic and probably shouldn't be in a CEO's position.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it was Valve's fault, to my knowledge, that they incorrectly marketed the title as early access when the finished version had come out. So, that original version of Paranautical Activity that said early access at like the last 2 or 3 months of its existence was technically finished.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
So, that's kind of on Valve's side, but then really on Mike's side for screwing it up big time.
Yeah, someone can screw something up, but don't threaten their lives.
Yeah.
You can get away with a lot of shit nowadays, but that still isn't one of them.
Yeah.
All right, one last piece of news.
One last. Which one do I want to pick? I'll do 2 quickly. Bethesda.
One last piece of
fine.
news. No, I'll do 2.
I'm gonna do 2 because I said so.
You fuck. Okay, go.
It's okay.
Go, quick.
One's quick. Stop telling me to go quick. Anyways, jokes.
Feel the pressure. Go.
Bethesda has put another lawsuit claim against a small YouTube personality indie dev for using the word Fallout in one of his games.
Fuck Bethesda. Continue.
It's not. I blame Bethesda, but at the same time, it's U.S. patent law. They don't have a choice. Like, if patent laws were different, maybe this guy would have a case because it's just a goddamn word.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Candy Crush Saga and all the Candy games and all the Saga games from King.com. It's the same problem. They might be shitty about it, but they're really left with no option in the long run.
Yeah.
So who do you start blaming and who do you side with?
I'm going to keep blaming Bethesda because I hate them more than any other game company.
But what about the U.S. Law Patent Office? Those should really be changed.
I also hate those because they're really awful.
Man, those are good reasons.
And any patent that was influenced by the Digital Millennium Act has always been a, big crock of shit. All right, next news.
Please, tell us how you feel.
Actually, I'm a big fan of patents. I'm actually a patent lawyer. I make a lot of money off of people trying to trademark stupid stuff.
Yeah, that happens.
All right, what's next?
All right, so the last big bit that I saw just came out like a day or 2 ago. An Xbox One exclusive reboot title called Phantom Dust was supposed to be coming out sometime this year. I think it was like some card strategy battle game thing from like 11 years ago. I don't really know a lot about the game.
Jesus.
The trailer from last year's E3 looked cool though, even though it was all cinematic. It was really interesting and I didn't know what it was and I wanted to know more. Microsoft has actually basically destroyed the studio that was working on it.
Oh, seriously?
What's their name? Darkside Games? They're like a little indie studio that was working with Microsoft. But Microsoft said, yeah, we've actually severed all ties with them. They're not attached to the project anymore. But the project is still being worked on. So we don't know who's working on it. We don't know if they're continuing any of the same work, if it's going to change everything entirely. All we know is that the about 50 people that were working at Darkside are no longer employed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So it's weird, though. It's kind of like this weird, shady announcement with no information. Like, we don't know what happened. So It's kind of disappointing. They've actually worked on some more recent port kind of stuff with Microsoft. I think Sunset Overdrive they worked a bit on, as well as, I think, the pre-sequel for Borderlands.
Okay.
They did some stuff around there. Maybe it was like DLC work, I don't know. But, yeah, they don't have their jobs anymore for no given reason.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
It's really annoying.
And very reminiscent of the Albertan economy right now.
Oh, God. Just every single day I see more and more stuff about people losing work or companies trying to leave Canada. It's
very sad.
Oh, man.
Very
that
concerning,
oil,
too.
We really are, like, stuck on oil. If that goes south, we are in trouble.
Oh, we are in so much trouble.
Yeah. I think that's all, like, the big news. Otherwise, it's just Nintendo continues not to have stock for things. Oh! Which reminds me, the last thing I have to mention, because I'm a Nintendo fan and they're pissing me off, that gold Mario thing that was leaked is Walmart exclusive for North America. So, son of a bitch, anyone who wants one, good luck.
Thanks to the Reddit Amiibo subreddit.
Oh yeah, the 16,000 of us that are there.
Yeah, mad shout out to those guys.
Most of those guys, the mods specifically, are fantastic at dealing with the level of insanity that actually happens there every day. But, no, if anyone wants to get this thing, there's no information on when it's coming. The only picture we have is from, like, Puerto Rico, but it's all, like, an English poster that says, yeah, in Walmart, available now, but we don't know where the poster was, or if it's just for Easter, or what the situation is. My best guess is that it's going to be available individually, not bundled with the game, because they already have the bundle with the regular version of the Super Mario figure. And it'll be on release day at some point or another. The biggest problem there is that a lot of Walmarts in the States specifically are 24 hours. They don't have a release date. If they get it early enough, they might just release it 3 or 4 or 5 days early.
Wow.
So Walmart could really screw some people.
Yep. Good luck getting the gold amiibo.
Yeah, it's not, and that we still don't know where the silver one is. We have no idea what's going to come of that one.
Yeah, no kidding. It's just a complete, shit show.
Yeah. But yeah, Nintendo of America has kind of screwed the pooch on Amiibo. Although, they're the only, I think they have 63% of Amiibo sales worldwide comes from the US, Canada, and Australia.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, everywhere else is like that remaining 37.
That's actually pretty insane.
It's pretty insane. Pretty stupid that we have the lowest stock.
Yeah, the highest percentage of sales has the lowest stock. That's...
highest percentage of sell-through is actually Australia. They've sold through 90% of their stock.
Wow, that is ridiculous.
But they've also gotten the least. They've had the least stock. They've sold the most. I think US and Canada have gotten the second least stock, at least by person, like by capita.
Yeah.
But we've also sold through like 80%.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's insane how much these things are going, like how quickly they're going, and how few people are going to have full sets.
That, just a complete shit show.
Yeah, and the problem is now, after the Nintendo investors meeting the other day, which was very eye-opening for their profits, they've announced, yes, they will have limited run amiibos. They didn't say which ones, so we're assuming it's the gold and silver one, but it's probably others.
Well, I guess we'll find out, right?
Now, what's the worst part? That those are limited, and we know they're limited, or the ones we have now aren't limited, but feel limited.
Oh, that is very depressing.
It sucks.
Yeah.
And there's still no Wave 4 North America Smash announcement. We don't know when those are coming.
Oh,
It's
cat
up.
alarm.
It's up in like. Oh, cat. He likes you. He really wants out.
Yeah, he does. All right, well, we got to wrap this up real quick.
Oh well, I'm gonna make it last longer then.
No. Okay, well let's
Anyway.
finish this off with a question because people seem to like our fast round. Yes, I understand you, cat.
Oh, I should also say I did watch Black Sails. At least some of it.
What
Very, very cool.
What episode
Flint,
did you get to?
I've only seen the first one so far.
Oh my
I was
God.
in the middle of watching it when we started recording.
Okay.
I do like Flint, even though he's kind of a dick and kind of insane.
Just wait. He has a good motive, but he is absolutely insane.
He's totally insane. I know that Vane is bad news because Assassin's Creed 4 taught me he's a douche.
Also, because anyone named Vane is just bad news bears.
Yep. Silver is, I think that's his name, right? The guy who killed the cook?
Yeah, Long John
Yeah.
Silver.
Yeah, he is extremely cowardly, So screw him. I'm sure he'll get better, but right now he's a cowardly bitch.
Oh, he gets much better. But, you know, the whole point is he's supposed to be, like, very self-centered and looking out for himself, right?
He does a good job. I mean, he acts the part. And the brothel lady, screw her, but I knew it was coming. Like, that's just what happens. That's just what happens when you are a brothel lady in pirate times in mainstream media. You just mess with people.
I'm sorry. Brothel lady, screw her. Okay, you know. Okay.
It happened. It happened multiple times.
Well, I'm glad you're liking Black Sails so far, because it gets really good. All right.
So, is there anything else you want me to watch or play for next week?
Just finish Black Sails.
Well, that's no fun.
Okay, watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What should I watch first, though? Because I know you had an order for me.
Yeah. Watch Agents up to, I want to say, episode 6.
Okay.
Watch Thor the Dark World. Watch Agents again up until an episode called Turn, Turn, Turn.
Okay.
Then watch Captain America the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Then,
I still have to watch Thor 1, so...
Oh, okay, watch Thor 1 first.
All right.
Then finish the season. Then start season 2. Then watch Agent Carter.
Okay.
Okay. So let's finish this off with a quick round of super quick lightning question.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one?
Yep, just one, and I have the perfect one.
Okay.
What do you think actually happened to Zach?
I assume that his own girlfriend is probably holding him hostage for dinner.
Oh, yes.
I'll go with the realistic approach because, honestly, that's kind of the reason why he had to go so soon last week.
Fair enough. And by girlfriend, you mean Fishboy?
Yes. Fishboy.
Yes, Fishboy decided to keep him captive for too long. Personally, I think he may have caught some sort of horrible, debilitating disease from eating all those fish heads.
Oh, so, like, he just can't, like, function a phone anymore? He just doesn't get it?
Yeah, no, he's, when you're glued to a chair and you're dying of fish head disease... and, your only friend is Fishboy.
wait, so he's dying of salmonella, right?
Nope. Fish head disease.
You really? Not even a okay, well, you missed an opportunity to slap me on the wrist for a terrible pun.
Yeah.
God damn it. God damn it, Rob, whichever one you are.
This is ROUB, the one that hates puns.
And doesn't even acknowledge them.
All right. Well, yeah, I think that's a good wrap up. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's about it.
No?
I'm going to try and play more Majora's Mask for next week. See if there's anything more interesting to say about it. Past that, I don't know what I'm going to work on. I've got a lot.
So much.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm still playing Xenoblade eventually.
Oh my god.
I didn't touch it much. Only like 3 hours in the last week.
For the anniversary edition of the podcast, can you just talk about Xenoblade and how you're still playing it?
I probably will be, because Xenoblade Chronicles X will be out.
God damn it.
And you know what? Actually, quick note, I'm really worried about Chronicles X. The map, as much as they say it's bigger, looks really, really tiny.
Oh, well, that's depressing.
I don't know. It just looks like it. I'll wait and see, though, whenever it comes out here.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that was episode 7 of the 8-Bit Canucks. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. As always, I'm Rob.
And I'm Axel.
And somewhere is Zach.
We already said, with Fishboy. And or his girlfriend. Whichever one. Maybe they're interchangeable. I don't know.
Fishboy, the girlfriend.
Fish girl, the boy girl?
Fish.
The girl... Wait, so if... Wait.
Fish?
Is the girlfriend still considered fish boy?
Yes.
Weird.
We don't understand Fishboy logic. He lives by his own rules.
Wait, but if it's a girlfriend, does it mean it's a... You're confusing me.
The Fishboy's confusing me. Go take it up with him.
I don't want to go near him.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.